They tried to touch the sun, and the sky answered. That's how the story begins, not with a birth, but with an act of defiance. They called themselves the Children of Light, a people who built towers so tall they cut the clouds. Their walls were mirrors, polished until the heavens saw themselves. Their streets sang with molten glass, and the air shimmered with gold dust and pride. They said they could capture the sun, and for a time, they did. Flame danced in their hands. Lightning bowed to their command. Every night the horizon glowed like dawn, but oh my God! Nothing that bright stays alive for long. The sky grew jealous, the sea withdrew, and one by one the stars stopped watching. They didn't notice. How could they? When you stand that close to heaven, you stop hearing the earth. They forgot the silence. They forgot humility. And that was when the first cracks began to appear, not in stone, but in faith. Far beyond the deserts of men, where sand burns white and the horizon swallows sound, there once stood the empire of Solara, the city that burned the sky. It was said the gods carved it from the bones of dawn, temples of fire, bridges of crystal, rivers glowing red beneath the glass streets. Salt was their gold. Light was their law. Every morning, the priests lit braziers that never went out, each flame a prayer, each spark a promise. Children played beneath pillars of smoke, their laughter echoing through corridors of light. Birds of silver feathers circled the spires, their wings scattering embers like rain. It was beautiful, so beautiful it hurt. But beauty is fragile when it forgets its shadow. Their faith turned to obsession. Their rituals grew darker, their fires larger. They began burning salt instead of incense, believing the smoke would carry their names to the gods. And perhaps it did, because one night, the sky began to breathe. It started as a shimmer, a pulse of light across the heavens, like the sky itself was waking up. The priests rejoiced. "The sun is speaking," they cried. But it wasn't a voice. It was a warning. The clouds bled red, the air thickened, and above their golden towers a single streak of flame cut across the stars. A comet, or maybe something worse. They thought they were chosen. They were being judged. It came without thunder. No wind, no storm, just a sound, like the sky exhaling. And then, light. Too much light. Flame poured from the heavens, not falling, but devouring. The towers turned white, then red, then ash. People ran, but there was nowhere to run. The sand caught fire, the rivers slaughtered. Salt turned to glass beneath their feet. "Oh my God," whispered one of the priests, as his shadow vanished before his body did. The city screamed, and the sound, it wasn't human. It was the sound of pride burning. The sky didn't strike once, it stayed, a curtain of fire descending on the world they made. They had asked for eternity, and eternity came, wearing flame. Leonites, the last king of Solara, stood on the steps of his temple. He raised his arms to the inferno and shouted, "If you are gods, then watch what your children have built." And the sky answered. It roared, a sound so loud it tore the mountains in half. The city fell. The fire consumed even its name. And when it was over, there was nothing left but silence and glass. They say even now the ground hums beneath the desert, a faint vibration, a heartbeat trapped under centuries of ash. Some call it a curse, others a warning. But I've walked there, I've heard it, that faint rhythm under my feet, like something still breathing. Maybe the gods didn't destroy them. Maybe they just remembered what creation feels like. Because creation and destruction, they sound the same. You can still see it sometimes, on the horizon at dusk, when the air bends light like glass. A shimmer, a ghost of flame. That's the sky remembering, not with anger, but with sorrow. They tried to touch the sun, and for a brief, impossible moment, they did. But no one survives holding fire that long. Damn. If only they had known that the closer you get to light, the deeper your shadow becomes. And yet, part of me envies them, because they believed in something enough to burn for it. And maybe that's what makes them eternal. Their empire is gone, their names erased, but the wind still carries their dust, and the light still bends in their memory. Every dawn, when the first sunbeam cuts through the clouds, you can hear it, faint, distant, alive. The sound of a forgotten empire whispering through time. And if you listen close enough, you'll hear their final vow. Let the sky remember. And it does. Because every empire ends the same way. Not with war, not with time, but with the silence that follows its own brilliance. So if you ever walk the white sands where Solara once stood, take off your shoes. Feel the warmth beneath your feet. That's not the sun, that's memory. The memory of those who dared to rise too high and became the light itself. They tried to touch the sun, and the sky answered.